Hey guys, how you doing? Steve Laff here. A little weekend vlog. A couple of things to talk about. Like usually I get a lot of questions asked me and stuff during the week, and sometimes I like to put a couple of the questions together and go over in a little vlog and talk about stuff. My subs. Um, Question I get a lot from the young guys or guys trying to get in the field, or whether they're older or younger. Best way to learn. What's the best way to learn? Should I go to trade school? Should I get a job out in the field? What should I do? I think that anything that you could do is a positive thing. Trade school's a wonderful thing. Um, I went to trade school, and I also learned out in the field. I think the best way to learn is hands-on, out in the field, under a wing of a technician that knows it's been around for a long time. I think that's the best way overall. Nothing wrong with trade schools. If you don't have a job, go to a trade school. In the meantime, look and try to get a job. Some depends on where you're located. Some states require you to do schooling. Some don't. So that's what I think. I think it's all good. It's all relevant, and the more you can learn, the better off you'd be. And I got quite a few stations that I recommend on my channel. A lot of them guys, if you watch their videos, they get a lot of good educational videos, so you can pick up stuff. YouTube's a great place to learn also. There's a lot of great guys on there. There's a lot of guys that I don't have on the station that are good mechanics. I probably should add some more stations to my recommended channels, which I probably will. I think that we all work a little bit differently. And I think we're molded by our past, and what we learned works for us. Now, when I first started as an apprentice, and I worked for, a big company that had a lot of journeymen that I worked under. And what I noticed was everybody works a little bit differently. Everybody does stuff a little bit differently. It gets done the same at the end, but if you get 2-3 guys doing the same job, they're all going to do it different. So you have to kind of find what works for you. And I'm always willing to change, and I am always changing the way I do things. A lot of people will see me do something a certain way. Well, it's because I found over the years that works for me. For instance, a lot of these guys will see me pipe off a kitchen sink drain. How I do it. I pipe off a kitchen sink drain with all hard PVC in a house, all the way up to the basket strainers. I don't like to have a lot of compression fittings under the sink, because what will happen is they'll leak. So you start dumping hot water down in them, all them compression fittings and ferrules will start leaking all over the place. I've seen it happen time and time again. So for me, I found that running all hard PVC right up to the basket strainers is the best way, and it won't leak that way. Either I put a clamp at the wall or a dandy at the wall for a clean out. I'm not worried about that. I'll cut that pipe out, snake it, and then put a clamp at the wall and put the pipe right back in there. I don't have a problem with that. But people get upset with me because I do things like that. Well, I've learned that that's what works for me. And what works for you might be different. I'm not saying my way's better than your way. It's just how I fly. Now, I'm always willing to change. But I have tried the compression nuts under the sink, and I've seen too many flipping leaks with them, and that's why I don't do it. So, we're molded by our past, good or bad. That's how it is. We're molded by our past experiences. And, the longer you're in the field, the longer you're working with your hands, the more you're going to change. And the more you're going to, kind of do things a little bit differently. You say, well, this is a better way. I'm always changing. This is a better way than I've been doing it for the last 30 years. I'm going to change. I'm always willing to change. Now, I could learn something from a 14, 15-year-old that's never been in the trade before. He does a thing. He's looking at it at a different angle, and I said, well, that's a good idea. Let me try that, And that's the truth. We all, sometimes, you ever see the horse with the blinders? Sometimes we're like that. We get this tunnel vision. But I think that we all change as we go along. I know I'm always revolving and changing and trying different ways, and that's what it's all about. Like I always say, every day's a school day, and that's the truth. Every day's a school day. Yeah, we learn tricks as we go along. We learn little tricks of the trade as we go along. And I learned tricks from other people, watching other people and talking to other people and seeing how other people do things. It's like, oh yeah, that was a good idea. Let me try that out. And that's all part of it, you know. And I'm always willing, like I said, I'm always willing to change. And I always say every day's a school day, and it's the truth. You'll learn something pretty much all the time as you go along. Even as long as I've been doing, plumbing, heating, and HVAC work, I'm still learning and revolving as I go. And I talk to some guys on the phone, and they say the same thing. You think you've arrived, that there's nothing that you haven't seen. Well, guess what? Next week, something's gonna come along and slap you in the face with something, and say, "Oh man, I guess I didn't know everything. I guess not." But anyway, guys, I'm getting close to 6,000 subscribers. I think I got like 45 more to go, so I'll do a video when I get to 6,000. I think that's a pretty good achievement. So I'm starting to get up there, and I appreciate all my loyal subscribers. I will say that. And I just wanted to do a little weekend vlog and stay in touch with my subscribers. If you guys need me or for anything, you can call me on the phone. And I do appreciate all the phone calls I get. I get a lot of phone calls from different guys from all over the country calling me and thanking me for doing the videos. It's a big boost to help. That at least that you're helping people and people appreciate it. It's a lot of work to do the YouTube videos and the time editing and stuff. It takes time, and I do appreciate the phone calls and the guys that's been supporting me right along. I appreciate, and you guys all know who you are. All my loyal subscribers. I got loyal subscribers that follow me no matter what, and the good, bad, or the ugly, they'll follow me. Things aren't always pretty or pleasant. Some of the jobs aren't the greatest that I post. I would say good, bad, and the ugly. I try to post. So, but my loyal subscribers, I thank you. And for the new guys that are coming along, I'm getting new subscribers every day. Leave comments. Try to get involved with the channel and leave comments. And if you got any questions, ask questions. And I'll try to answer them. And I try to answer all my comments that are left in a timely manner. But, all right, guys, just a little short vlog. I just wanted to do them. I like to do at least one a week, and I got more videos coming up. I'll try to post whatever I can and try to keep keep it entertaining. All right, guys, have a good weekend, and remember, it's all about your family, your children, and your wife or the animals or whatever. Don't forget the animals; they're important too. All right, guys, have a good weekend.